John, I just had a question about the mass transit in this country, like rail, high-speed rail, electric, this kind of stuff that families could use to commute east and west, north and south, and do it cheaply.
Well, you know, it's funny you mention that because I just asked Jeff about that same issue. And so it was my idea for GE to be far more involved in mass transit. So when they do, please give me credit for that idea. Please. He had never... Jeff had never thought of that before, and it's a good thing that I came today. I think what you're doing here is a natural extension of what you're going to see as an explosion in mass transit in America. I can't tell you that I think that the price of a barrel of oil is going to come down dramatically. I'm happy to see, as you are, that it's come down some recently, but to somehow think that the price of a barrel of oil is going to be very inexpensive, again, ignores the reality of two major economies, China and India, that are also competing for a finite resource. I mean, it's just a fundamental of economics. But and so I think mass transit is going to be a very, very big factor. A lot of the cities are doing it. My own hometown of Phoenix, Arizona, we are involved in mass transit. And I'd also like to mention one other aspect of it. It seems to me that it's very much keyed to the efficiency of the mass transit. In other words, if you go do maglev, if you do these other advanced technologies, that the price per passenger per mile is dramatically lowered, and as the price of oil goes up, that obviously goal isn't as hard to reach. But if you can develop these technologies, which I am confident we will, that will carry a passenger further at a lower cost, you're going to see an explosion of mass transit. I think you're going to see some of it, like they're already talking about between Dallas and Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth and Houston. We're basically Amtrak on the East Coast is turning into a large mass transit kind of an operation. I think you're going to see the same thing on the West Coast, and then obviously it will progress in the major cities in America. I noticed that one of the engines that's being operated on here is for mass transit in New York City, and so I think you're going to see a lot more of that. And so you will now see, in a matter of just months or a couple of years, GE now leading the world in mass transit transportation, thanks to my appearance here today. And just as the rooster gets credit for crowing and making the sun come up. So anyway, anymore.